The Little Oceanid. Oh, it starts from here. Go to Court of Fontaine's Adventurers Guild. Alright, it starts from here.
It's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You don't have to be so direct. The more lucrative, the better.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're old friends now, she gets it.
Sure.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge,
Oh,
I see.
you're flattering me.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
So we're gonna be an actress in a musical
But the
now?
troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
I didn't know the Traveler could sing.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
From moment on this, you will hate both of them for your information. Oh no,
right.
I don't want to hate
Our
them.
adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
But
There are only a
why?
few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
Oh no, I thought the Traveler was gonna do it. Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there. Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another
He
solution.
looks so sad.
Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Well, we'll go talk to him.
Let's go.
Of course he looks like he ate a sour lemon.
Hello
He's in a
there. Are
he's
you
in
the
a
guy
tough
looking for a new
situation.
actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
No, 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 no. Hold your horses. Not so
We're
fast.
pretty famous in Fontaine already. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It
Oh,
would be
is it
such a
that
shame.
crucial? Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. One last show.
It kind of feels
And
sad
after
for
that,
them.
we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note. Nobody wants things to just
Wanna
fizzle
help
out.
them.
Not after
Like
all the time and effort we've invested
Grand
into
final
it.
show. Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses can
Yeah.
make it.
The leading lady, in fact.
Oh,
She's been dealing with a
missing
chronic
the-
illness ever since childhood.
Using the
And
main role.
unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform.
Jade will perform. If only I
Show
could
just won't be
sing,
the same without her.
I would be willing
But for
to.
everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you paying?
Whoa.
Please, there's no need to
Traveler
go that
is
far.
rich.
I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Mora isn't the biggest problem. How do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the
Are we
promotions
gonna
to the
ask
corps that's
Furina?
not
Oh my
exactly
god.
rescuing the show. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Best performance possible?
Oh,
That
wait!
equals
What about
Furina.
you know who?
You know who? Great minds think alike. I was just thinking that.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now. She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina, of course.
You're... That was a joke, right?
Lord Voldemort. Well, why would they say you know who? Like, you know who is Lord Voldemort, literally. You're right. But she should perform for free.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident
What do you
that she'd be really
mean?
good at it.
She performed for a whole region. She even tricked the heavenly principles. I mean, why would she perform? She performed 500 years already. But maybe that was... like, how I'm saying, that was mandatory for her. This, she has a choice. I mean, she can perform if she wants to, because this is only for
You're
fun.
not wrong there. She has actually
But yeah, I
performed in a
agree with
number
you.
of
She
big-name
wouldn't.
shows before.
I mean, if I
They
were
were one of the
her, I
reasons
wouldn't
she was
want
so
to do
popular.
it ever again.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner. She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want the show to go ahead, don't you? Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
Then stop with the muttering.
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day. Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this
I'm kind of
opportunity
curious
beneath
about her
her.
reaction to
No
this
point stressing
question.
about that. We'll only know if we ask her. And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Shut up, Paimon. Don't talk about her like that. Anyways, let's go. It'll be good to
Thank
check
you
in
for
on
your
her
help.
anyway.
Wait,
Yep,
where does
you're
Furina
welcome.
actually
Let me
live?
go
As
to
it
Furina
happens, I
now.
have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo!
Oh.
When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the
She was
ready in case my
eavesdropping.
assistance is needed. It
She
is my
hears
duty
everything.
to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find Furina. Back in a jiffy.
Where? Let me see where she lives now. So why is the name of the quest is Little Oceanid? Kinda. I mean, right now it doesn't seem really related. Ask about Furina's disposition. I mean, maybe she should be left alone for a little bit. She just wants to rest. Is this where she lives now?
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's
Yeah,
just,
what is wrong with it?
a bit of a step
I
down
don't
from the
see-
Palais Marmonia.
She wants to live a relaxing, quiet life,
You know,
Paimon.
it's common
You are so
courtesy
in-
to make sure the homeowner
Hello.
isn't an earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Mm-hmm, totally agree with her. You're so insensitive sometimes, Paimon.
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
She sounds so, like, tired and drained that it makes my heart ache a little bit.
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Yeah, she sounds really out of energy and drained. Like, completely normal. She sounds so done. Agree.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Don't you get sick of macaroni every day? Stop with the insensitive questions. I swear. One says, this is such a downgrade from Palais Marmonia. And the other says, aren't you get sick of macaroni every day? You used to eat like delicious food at the Palais every day. Like, shut up. Let her be.
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Totally agree with her. I can eat pasta any day. As long as, like, I have different sauces every day.
Oh,
Which
sounds
she
like you're
does.
really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your own cooking now? Guys, I can't with
How
them.
rude. Questioning my
Yeah.
cooking skills. The audacity.
I swear this scene got on my nerves, not gonna lie. Entire quest was so on my nerves. They are starting to get on my nerves, literally. Why are they so insensitive? With the questions and with the, you know, oh, are you cooking for yourself every day now? It's so rude.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
She wants a simpler life. She wants to rest. As I said, let her
Besides,
be.
I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Sure you
Ah,
can.
there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Well, I will be more than happy to teach her.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
When you put it like that, I just want to erase Paimon and Traveler from this scene so I can speak with her like a more empathetic person, like an empathetic person would. This is so...
Let me first be clear
Not a
that I'm not
prude.
taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
You got that coming. You deserved that. You deserved that to the fullest. She should have said like shoo shoo double time, like 2 times in a row. She's even being nice at this point.
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being. Yeah, if being judgmental is showing concern for well-being, yeah, true.
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
Well, that's not important. We actually came here to ask you for your help. As if she didn't help enough.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
You don't need a vision, or you don't need to be a Hydro Archon to be mighty, Furina. Shoo shoo, Paimon.
Nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
I will say shoo shoo Paimon from now on, every time she annoys me. If not you, then no one. You're the only person for the job. No, I'm gonna say this one. This is more, you know, more praising.
Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
Oh no, you don't have to. They need
So
that
tell me,
lecture, apparently.
What specifically makes this matter so specific?
You tell Furina about the Troupe's plans for its final
see.
performance.
I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Oh. Thank you so much for the subway, cause. Subscribe for 3 months in a row. Slaying. Thank you. Appreciate it.
But Given
But I don't know
the
what you
present
wrote.
circumstances,
I
I'm afraid
cannot read
I
it.
must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Totally understandable. Please don't push
Although
her.
I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
I just want to give her a hug. She deserves so
Of
much
course,
better.
that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
Of course. So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand. But this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
She knows how to draw the boundaries now. That's what I call a character development. At that moment, I wanted to shoot Paimon with a shoe or rock. Oh, Paimon with a shoe or rock. Leave that poor girl alone. I know. She doesn't want to. What are you pushing her for? How many languages can you read? Oh, you already answered for me. Yep, 3.
So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Respect that decision, both Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well,
But
anything
now I'm
else we can
curious,
do to
how will
help
she
out the
change her
troupe?
mind?
otherwise they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Why would you say that?
Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
Well, you shouldn't assume the worst of people. What's wrong with making one exception? No. Respect our boundaries. But, first one is a better choice.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Well, can you let it go? Just, oh my god, give her a rest. This is annoying.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that
No,
to
you have
sound so
every
harsh.
right, Furina.
I wish I could
They
help,
deserve
really.
that.
But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
Let's try to come up with a plan
yeah, I
B.
guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Toodaloo to you too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Toodaloo. I wish we could teach her how to cook. Something other than macaroni. Kind of feel sorry for her. Can we go inside her home? No? Oh, wait. Oh, you can see inside like the entrance. See? There are 2 little waves, or is that a reflection? No, it's not a reflection. The way of saying toodaloo is even sad. She's done. I mean, she's exhausted. I can totally understand. Anyways, it feels kind of wrong to try to see the inside of our house. It's still, but I'm Furina. I mean, I can take a look at my own home, right? Furina, girl, you need curtains. I can see your bedroom. A sofa and a bed, a library. Looks cute. Alright. Okay, you need to buy curtains though, because it is looking at the main street and like, but it has a bookshelf in front of it, but still, someone with bad intentions can come here and pretend to read a book while trying to see inside, you know? Anyways, wouldn't want that happening. Alright, go back and pass on the word about Furina's views.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Furina's decision.
Yeah, you have to.
Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
But none of them believe me.
Hello. Hi, Jade. New from your YouTube. I'm gonna pull for Ayato. Good luck. I hope you will get him really early. Oh, is that the...
What's going on?
Is that
Are
the
they
main
arguing?
actress?
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
Oh... Didn't she... Wait a minute. Did he lie? What?
You didn't need
What
to
is going
say
on
it.
here?
We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
No, that's wrong of him. That's wrong of him. She didn't want to back down, but he's kind of, you know, pushing it on her. Maybe she just wants to do it one last time. If she feels well enough to perform, it's not your place to
And
push
that
her
gives you
away.
the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Exactly, Dolphy. Slay girl.
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Not
Sadly,
well.
It's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Well, that's better than having a
Right.
replacement.
Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if he had managed to convince Furina to join only for her to find out she is no longer needed. That would have been an awkward... Wait a minute. Look at the background. She's eavesdropping. I just saw her skirt now. She's so funny. Like, didn't you just say you're not interested in the role, but why did she follow us here then? Sneaky Rena. Deep down, she loves acting. I mean, probably after doing it for 500 years, she must have had a soft spot for it. Well, thank you for the hydrate. Oh my god. Imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to
She'd
join.
be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
Shut up. She's not harsh. She's just hurt.
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out.
I kind of
Every
feel for
one of
her.
us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
Yeah, duh. I mean, excluding her without her knowledge, that was low.
Hope it ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait here a second. I just saw a sneaky Rina.
Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
She's so adorable.
Alright, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Stop being so harsh to her. Jeez.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you
Shut up,
doing here?
Paimon. She can do whatever she wants.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all.
She's so selfless. I mean, after everything, she is still selfless.
When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
And she already feels sad about the things that she said, which both Traveler and Paimon deserved. Can we just mute Paimon? She's talking nonsense. She's really annoying in this quest. I majorly find Paimon cute and adorable, but she's getting on my nerves right
And
now.
all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
No. Just give her a little head pat and maybe a little scissors to the cheek. Do you call that scissors to the cheek in English? Like a little tick, tick, tick. We do this to, show what do you say? Show affection. And her cheeks look
I'm
chubby.
sorry, Paimon.
She's cute. No, why are you? She's apologizing to Paimon. I'm gonna. And look at the expression. Wait, you cannot see her expression because of my cam, but I can give you a little glimpse. Look at how sad she looks. Paimon, I am so done with you. Like I just want to give her a little, maybe a couple of backflips in the air so she will get all motion sick. And maybe she will apologize to Furina. How about that? My god. Oh, hello. Welcome. Hello, can I draw you as anime or video game character? That's so nice of you. Sure.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
And she's like, oh, I didn't take that personally. Well, you should apologize to Furina now. Then why didn't you just show yourself? Oh my god. I can draw you as someone specifically. Well, I'll leave that. I will leave that to your imagination. Well, thank you.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
Why are they just, Why are they behaving this way towards Furina? I'm not...
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
She's so cute. I mean, just apologize to her. Look at that. I can't with her. Literally. Make her Paimon. No, please don't. Jadealy. Oh, that would be such a cursed creature if you ask me. Please don't make Furina sad anymore. I just have this one little request from you. Just don't make her sad anymore. She's been through enough. I can draw you as Lisa. I said I will leave that up to your imagination. If you think Lisa is the one, go for it. Oh, Jay, they call it cheek pinching in English. Okay, cheek pinching, good. I said scissor cheek. Kinda creepy if you ask me. Like, when you said scissoring cheeks, I cannot help but think about Edward Scissorhands and, you know, scissors as hands and scissoring the cheek. That would... Yeah, that's not pleasant. That would hurt quite a lot.
But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
oh yes, please, praise her more. I think she's been dealing with low self-esteem after, you know, falling from the grace, as she says.
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as lady. Just Furina is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
She's so nice. She's still comforting and, you know, offering suggestions
Everything's
to them.
been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and
Furina is
soul
gonna
of
be
our
the
troupe.
director.
She kept us going.
I mean, she would do an awesome job as a
Her
director.
name was Aurelie, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearances case.
Oh no. By the way, I really like the sound of her name, Aurelie. Sounds really nice.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
Okay, they got Furina now as their director after the
She was a loyal
story.
fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and
Oh gosh,
convinced
I'm
them to
gonna
join
cry.
her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Miss Furina, how dare you? But she told them to not to call her lady anymore. She's Queen Furina. Oh gosh, welcome. You don't have to apologize. Really sorry, I know it's sad without me here, Flip. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart.
I'm sure Furina will nail
It's
this as a
agonizing.
director.
But ultimately,
Just ask
we'd
her.
rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our
Please
dreams
don't
turn
bring
to
that
dust.
up. Please don't bring that up. I stopped watching. Don't bring that up. It's forbidden. I didn't watch after 14th episode because I have I have to think of my mental health, and I don't think I will be able to, deal with it. I'm still in like how do you say? I'm still in the delusional mode. Ignorance is bliss. I'm not watching. By the way, like my friends specifically texted me, "Oh, you have to avoid TikTok, Instagram Reels, like social media at all costs because it's everywhere, and I don't want to see it because like I'm in a Delulu spot that I just completely ignored the reality, and I'm living in my own little Delulu land, which doesn't include what happened here. It doesn't happen. No, it's not. I don't accept. Okay, so I'm like, ignorance is bliss. I'm just gonna look this way and I won't see it. Delulu is bliss. Exactly. So nope. I don't watch. I didn't watch it. I don't think I will watch it. And I will never acknowledge anything related to it. That didn't happen, and not in my Delulu land.
Oh.
That's so sad. I know, Paimon. Thank you. I mean, Traveler, thank you so much for saying something that fits the situation. Yep, I stopped watching after second season, 14th episode, and that's the end of it for me. End of Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm really content with the way. So, continuing my life now. Anyways, I'm off to my Delulu land now. Good night, sweet dreams. Take care until next time. Hope you will have sweet, sweet dreams.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken.
They're playing on Furina's heartstrings. They got her so bad. She's so sensitive. Of course, like, she's emotional and really empathetic.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Oh my god. Do you really have to put it that way?
Exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Furina's gonna do an amazing job at being your director.
Good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Of course it would help. Are you crazy?
Most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will
She
that
doesn't
be a
ask
problem?
for payment.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis. They come pouring out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh?
Paimon, shut up. Dude, I'm gonna go shower then sleep because it's getting early. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great rest of your day. Good morning to you and have a great shower. See you next
You just
time.
want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Stop teasing
No,
her.
no, this is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I will do it. Especially since it's related to the serial. No, since it's you, I'll do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are.
I will cook you in a pot. You, you damn. I will cook you in a pot, you damn thingy. I swear. I think it's better than flying thingy. I swear to God, I hated Paimon enough. Now she's even more hated. Oh my God, like, to be honest, I don't remember like any other quest that bugged me more than this one. I mean, this is the first time I'm getting annoyed by the Traveler. I think I got annoyed by Paimon like maybe a couple of times before, but never to this degree. I just realized that I'm really overprotective of Furina. I mean, who doesn't at this point? I mean, especially after playing the Archon quest. Like, I'm on full Mama Bear mode. Like, I just want to, protect her. Like, you cannot come any closer.
All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Aww, and they are humble too. Go to the rehearsal location. Furina should give a role for Paimon too. She can act as a flying lavender melon. Yep, that iconic name given by none other than Arataki Ito. I kind of miss him. He should come back and just, bug Paimon until she cries. She deserves it at this point. Let's see this rehearsal location. Are they rehearsing in the middle of the street or is it just me? Looks like they are. No, they're not. Ooh.
Huh? Lady Furina?
What's Lady Furina doing here?
Hello
Their
all.
reactions are so
Allow me
cute.
to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting
Call
our
her Lady
production
Furina.
of the Little Oceanid in the role of artistic
Oh.
consultant.
It's the name of the
These two over
musical.
here are
Now
the
it
ones
makes
that made
sense.
it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction. You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
So, you were saying the Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director.
Unfinished. Furina, finish
One of our
it.
greatest regrets is that she never got to complete it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was the least of your problems.
We've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. Everything seemed perfect. But one day,
Until...
her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script.
No.
We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own. And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors. The first is Pauleau, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Sounds sus. Has something
The other
happened
is
to him?
Vilmant, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Huh. Although, now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Yeah, she needs to hear these kind of things. Because I think she thinks a little bit low of herself after she's no longer the Hydro Archon. So it's really endearing to see people are still nice to her. It's almost midnight here, and this is the furthest I can stay up as I still have to go to work tomorrow. Good luck with work tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining today. Good night and have a great sleep. Take care until next time.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way.
Aw, it's good to see her smile.
I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Pauleau and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yeah, maybe he could use some company.
Poisson.
Like everything that has happened recently, like the sad and traumatizing events, they're all coming back to her. I think she still feels responsible. Is something wrong? Of
I
course.
suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
Allons-y? Is that a Doctor Who reference? Whatever happened in 500 years, she has done ruling job, participated in every trial as monarch, makes sure people do not lose to their field to prophecy. She makes sure Fontaine march forward from the pain of losing Archon. Like, hell yeah, she has done more than just tip of the iceberg, and people still just see her as a fake Archon. It's just unfair. It's just unfair. Totally agree with you. And it is It's kind of frustrating, but I mean, what can we do about it? The Archon quest was there for everyone to see. By the way, I just realized that my reason is capping. So I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna, you know, do this one little tiny thing. Nice. Okay, we can move on. Into Poisson again. So there is this hydrocoals here that I cannot find. Oh, it's there. Oh my god, it was there all this time. I was like, I cannot find it. Looks like I didn't look well enough. Alright, back to the surface. Oops. I cannot climb? Oh, okay, good.
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Knock,
Who is
knock. Who's there?
It's me. Is the script ready?
You came all the way here for that?
I mean, first ask, hey, it's me. How are you? How have you been doing? And just like, is the script over?
All right, forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
He sounds really depressed to me.
Okay,
You have to
then.
get him out.
Looking forward to your masterpiece.
Hello, get him out.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson.
Oh.
I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And
Hey,
Furina,
Navia,
too.
that was unexpected. Pleasant surprise.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Pauleau? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Oh. What's up?
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
She can take the cue.
How are things in Poisson now? Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet?
I feel so sorry that she cannot help but feel
We all
responsible.
have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Navia is so mature.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done, which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me. Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it. Thanks. You don't even have to tell me
Off we go
twice.
then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
I'll be your friend. Traveler and Paimon are not worthy of being your friends. Accompany Furina as she unwinds. Look at the bad. I mean,
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her.
the side eyes they gave to her. I mean, okay, they've been through a really traumatizing and, life-altering event, but still, I cannot help but feel sorry
It's
for her.
always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
I'm sure some people didn't buy Navia's lie. Yeah, look at the expressions. They surely didn't.
I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydra Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
I mean, after the Archon quest playing, this just wasn't the best idea. Like my heart hurts for her. I just want to hug her and tell her that everything's gonna be all right. Don't feel like this anymore. Don't be so
I'm
sad.
surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe you have taken on a bit too much in one
I
go.
can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
They're not staying
Probably
quiet
time we
either.
made a move.
What's the
How about we check out
equation?
Spina di Rasula's ship? We should have a view of the whole of Poisson from there.
Continue accompanying Furina as she unwinds. Okay, still the same. But what was the problem over there? Well, you look thoughtful, Reggae, but I'm just gonna go. I have things to do now. No time for spare for you.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
It's actually good that she is talking about her feelings with us, because there's no other person that she can do that with, and I'm perfectly fine with being that person for her.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell,
Oh, it's such a
the
nice...
years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
She was just a human under a gigantic burden. The scars will stay with her until the rest of her life. It's just so sad.
Look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
Yeah, don't be so harsh on
I had
yourself.
to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne.
Well, you will never be alone. Worst part is no one can tell her truth to keep from Celestia. They have control over Irminsul, so she was all alone during those 500 years, but now she doesn't have to be.
Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Now you can live for yourself, Furina. After all those years, you don't have to be useful to anyone after everything you did and after everything you've been through. I just can't get over the fact that she still feels responsible and burdened by this.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Think of your freedom as your reward.
Reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know.
I cannot even imagine how agonizing that must have
That's
been.
what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Yeah, because you're an insensitive little...
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
Like, I just want to remove Paimon from this quest, like for all of our sake. Yeah, she's not helping. She's not helping at all. Bird brain Paimon. Paimon has an emotional capacity of a toaster in this quest. What Paimon meant to say was she doesn't like to see you so down. Do you feel better having gotten all this off your chest? Traveler is also really insensitive here, which is so out of character for her. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the second one. It's a tad bit better than the first.
I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
Yeah, she's free.
All right, it's about time to head back. Pauleau should have finished the ending by now.
Oh,
Sure. Okay, let's head
that
back
fast?
and check it out.
I hope you finished, Mr. Pauleau. Lady Furina is waiting for you.
Didn't you say say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down
They're
copious
arguing
quantities
again.
of fish and chips, you know?
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food. Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again. We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di
Delphi's trying
Rosula's
to be a
VIP
good
treatment
friend.
in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
That is that is kind of a harsh way to say that he gained weight.
Sorry.
Don't laugh,
The
Paimon.
boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh god. That feels oddly familiar. Was this... she's gonna be a little...
Wait,
She's gonna be down.
kinda familiar.
Paimon stole my
It's the
line.
most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy.
It's also a symbolic statement about Furina's
She
life.
kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job really was.
You mentioned earlier that the troupe is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
What kind of family
I
is
spent
that?
some years taking whatever work I could find and
Oh my
trying
god.
to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
That's
It was like that
horrible.
until the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes. She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
And we have Dunya's art with parents even hired a guardian for her. Well, unfortunately, one cannot choose their parents. Some are just born lucky. And some are just born unlucky, like Delphi
She
here.
sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it.
They all had tragic lives and the director saved them
day,
all.
I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come.
how times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine.
Cute reaction again.
I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
Even so, this is just...
Paimon, you did nothing to help. Shut up.
I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I?
Fangirling.
Yes, the script, of course.
Starstruck.
Let me give you a rundown of how the story
Shoo,
unfolds
shoo,
in my
Paimon.
version of the script. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little
Yeah, we
Ocean
are.
who
Just
finds
tell us
love
the
and
ending.
friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes. The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid, plants and flowers are withering, and the people begin to panic. The little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
Consciousness? You mean the water is sentient?
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret.
I really like the sketches for this though. Both look really good. Hello,
The
welcome.
little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
I mean, she was trying to help.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
There's actually something else that bothers me. You know the
what is it?
protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible. What about if the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her, her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction?
Oof. That would be heavy.
Sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to director Aurelie's death, both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, director Aurelie had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the
She
rendezvous point,
knew?
but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace. We looked for her. The Gardamex looked for her, but she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to
I
happen?
agree.
It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing.
She knew
Vilmant
something.
might know
I mean,
something,
she
but he
realized
won't
something.
open up to me.
Vilmant? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
He might be feeling responsible and guilty because of her death, because it sounds like Vilmant knew something, but he was late to save the
Grief?
director, maybe?
Guilt, more like.
Ha ha ha, I knew
Also,
it.
I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me. Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life,
Oh.
I was deeply, madly in love with Aurelie.
What? You kept that one quiet.
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners.
Well, that would get messy. You should never, I mean, let's not say never, but you shouldn't get involved with your coworkers.
Not that it came as a shock.
Unless you're
or
very
anything.
sure that
It
your
was what I was
coworker is
expecting
your
to hear.
soulmate.
So I told her I'd
That
always
never
be
ends
there
well.
for the troupe, and I'd always be there for her. I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troupe no longer required her constant attention, well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Oh, Pauleau.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aurelie. I won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilmant once and for all, face to face.
Yep.
We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending.
Confrontation.
But those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Well, if that's where we're at, looks like it's time to go visit Vilmont.
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through right now.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
Toodaloo, Allons-y. Look for Vilmant. Where is he? I kind of feel for Pauleau, though. He's so dramatic, saying he's hurt more than the other. He probably is, because he was in love with the deceased director. I mean, Aurelie. But we never heard Vilmant's side of the story.
This is tough going. Delphi, are you sure you can manage in your condition?
Oops.
I could ask you the same question. Try to keep up.
Where is he? Oh. Hi, thanks for lurking.
I think this journey
Oopsie,
wasn't tough enough
slimes.
already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
Just don't put stress on
We're
her
just
anymore.
curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could be converted into indemnitium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
Well, traveler, save the damsel in
Sounded
distress.
so smug. Ugh,
Shut up, Paimon.
secondhand embarrassment is
Shoo, shoo.
unbearable.
This doesn't require god level powers. Don't you know any Shut up! Why are they so hard on her in this quest? I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Paimon, that expression. Ugh. Oh my god. I cannot pronounce that, but I'm gonna go with the first one. Yep. I know it means this is live, but I cannot pronounce that
C'est la vie
sadly.
indeed. Alas,
C'est la vie. Now I know.
Helplessly as a more brave and seasoned adventurer than I swoops in to save the day.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Sorry to leave all the heavy lifting to you.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
Oh, it's nothing. We've seen worse. Defeat the monsters before you.
There is no...
I mean, I was just... Oh, they are tough. Just, I'm gonna let salon members do the working for me. Or not. We have some hybrid flames. It's just the worst enemy for me. Okay, nice. Let's get the cryo ones out of the way, then I can deal with the hydro ones later. Come on, it's them.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
I have 2 hydros in my team. Get away.
Bravo! Good show! You certainly
Thank
live up to your
you.
reputation.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Where is he? Like, what is he doing in the middle of, you know, in the middle of mountains? Paimon has a beef with her. She's so harsh on her. Now I have beef with Paimon, which I never did
Vilmant,
before.
Are you there?
Vilmant, come out.
It's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole troupe. We now have everyone except you.
Delphi explains the whole sequence of events
So,
so far to Vilmant.
You think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
Yep. Help us.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
Okay, spit
If
it
I
out.
open
You
this
know
can of
something that
worms
we
now,
don't.
I just don't want to make things
Can
difficult
of
between
worms.
us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
I know it's a figure of speech, but still.
Vilmant,
eerie.
avoiding the truth will not help anyone. Unless you
Yes,
mean to
that's
suggest
true.
that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my
Listen,
god, he did
Vilmant.
something.
I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone.
I really love
But
Pauleau.
now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one.
The shade. So, enlighten us, please.
As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. We took on
Yeah.
side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
But the drinks were
It seemed like
sus?
a win-win. So I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director.
Well, you
It
should
was
have.
only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
No. Why wouldn't you ask what the drink was in the first place? Like, before agreeing to it. Like, you should... The first thing you should have asked was that. Like, what are you going to serve your audience? What's that evil.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial
Yes,
disappearance?
it is. I remember that it induces a state of euphoria, but it also causes significant harm to the body. Like, why would you ask what the drink was? It's a simple question.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, She contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration. The merchant was furious, berated us for going
that the
back on our
reason
word, and
that-
threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
What if the merchant, took out the director?
And then,
I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and then suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point.
Always the clever one make the stupid mistake.
I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
You brought the director to the attention of the synth dealers. Your mistake gave them a motive to kidnap and murder her.
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Well, certainly we are not happy, but the fact that he hid the truth from everyone else is just selfish. I mean, okay, he's drowning in his own guilt, but everyone deserved an explanation because everyone also cherished her.
Don't say that.
you traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean you were afraid? This was a life and death situation.
Go at it,
We could
Pauleau.
have saved her.
I mean, he's right if he punches
How could
him
you
right
be
now.
so stupid?
He's 100% in the right here. I mean, he's even taking this way calmer than I expected.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Fontaine needs therapy session. Yeah, like everyone in Fontaine needs therapy.
Listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Paimon, Shoo.
Calm? How
Stay
can you
calm in this
stay
situation,
calm?
are you?
This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to
feel
try
so
and
sorry for
high-road
him.
us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
How about Vilmant take some responsibility, huh? Well, I totally agree.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
It's not gonna bring her back.
In my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Oh my god. Ugh, so dramatic. And for what?
Get out of my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed
Don't
and
fight
shouted at
anymore.
each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you! Can you stop
They're
conflating
both
the
in
show on
pain.
stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
But it's really hard to stay calm in this situation. I mean, he just learned that he was responsible about Aurelie's
sorry.
death. Oh.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating.
I love mature human Furina more than sassy Archon Furina. Totally agree. I mean, Her character development is
I
amazing.
understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other.
Her emotional intelligence is on
If you
another
really
level.
hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured?
Why did you refund the redeem? Bobato is already here. Didn't you realize? Bobato was hosting for a couple of minutes even. I cannot believe you missed that. during the most, dramatic part of the quest. Okay. Well.
But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again. If she'd seen Pauleau and Vilmant at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
I mean, directors should be stern when it's
Of course
necessary,
she was.
so.
Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
So, the ending. What are we gonna do about it?
Clearly, everyone needs to take a step back for now and reflect on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray. The end of the story needs to focus back on Aurelie herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her
What do
fate.
you mean?
How?
The
Really?
Traveler is right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims. If you could find anything that
True.
Aurelie left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
You really think that's possible?
Oh, this will bring
I trust that
tears.
nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on Aurelie's true feelings.
No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come, let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Alrighty. Thank you. This quest is just torture for her. Now she's gonna go to Palais Marmonia, where everything happened. Talk to Liv. Why didn't we go straight into the, Hello, we'll not take the world quest now. Why don't we go straight to the synth production base?
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now.
This is Nouvellette's house. I thought Furina used to live here too. I think they mentioned it in the beginning of the quest.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on.
Thank you.
I'll have someone dig them out.
She's so cute. Sidine sends a staff member to retrieve the box.
This is
Couldn't read.
all Aurelie left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something
She had
in
some
here from after
ideas.
she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this
Can we
notebook
read
carefully
it?
back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
Vachey took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
Yeah, why did no one read it? Because this was evidence. Like, they had this during the trial, right? Why? Just why?
Aurelie must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators.
Investigators, you slackers.
Wait, it cuts off.
Something
Her
wrong?
handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
All right, let's see. Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught, and she hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I have long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troupe here. Have I truly protected them? In her final moments, she's still thinking about the troupe, and sorry, I am so sorry. I can write no more. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody has given me any medicine. I suppose I am more fortunate than crazy. The pain keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It is so damp here. I have given her my blanket. Oh my god. It is so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is who I am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troupe, safe. I, them, important. Please farewell and apologize. Life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. Who is Cleo? This page is an absolute mess, so this was her final thoughts. Like, her final thoughts are like keeping the truth safe and how important it is. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from musicals. Some are in the form of newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the pages have been referenced often, and that this was the personal notebook of artistic director Aurelie. Oh my god.
She was so terrified.
Thank you so much. You're so nice. Welcome to stream. Thank you for joining. Of course she was terrified. She watched a girl get dissolved right in front of her and had to wait for her own death in silence.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troupe.
Can you imagine the desperation
at the end of the day,
and helplessness?
She was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Oh. Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the folded note are 2 new lines Aurelie has written, in handwriting much more legible than before. It seems that they took her both great effort and a great deal of time to write. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I'm an older sister to them, and I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
Maybe she had a
So
truth
she
to
didn't
herself
regret her
too.
decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it.
The director resemblance actress Furina to me.
Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director Aurelie's final thoughts.
She will write song for performance. Vache can catch these hands. I know. He deserves to be tortured until infinity. Until eternity would be better. Yeah. Bring the director's diary back. Should I just teleport? Yes. Stupid Vache. Oh. Okay, only 4 levels until I can purchase the battle pass this month. Nice. Our daily commissions are also over. Oops. Hello, we're back with a very sad notebook. After reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. A long time passes before the group is able to come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmant, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Because Paimon, since you don't understand emotions, they will put real emotions into this performance. But since you have an emotional intelligence of a toaster, you don't get it.
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless
She's
number of
taking this
musicals,
so well.
I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human
And they will do
emotions
just that.
love, hate, regret, and hope just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, A role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe.
Paimon stew is just cooked. Well, I am full.
I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
Shut up and let Lady Furina do her magic.
Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine?
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
So believe in yourselves. So go big or go home. I'm gonna say believe in yourselves.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
Yeah, what is the silence?
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on.
Exactly.
We'll need to get the go-ahead from Navia. I know just where to find him.
The quest location is... What? No. No. What is... Commission? Commission is blocking me. Oh my god, I have to do the stupid commission. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I was so excited to see Navia, but... and this commission, I hate this one. Oh, this one like captured me when I was walking around here. Like I was just trying to heal, you know, and then this just comes up, presents you, and it's awfully long too. Like, go away, go away. I don't think I have ever pushed the button this fast. Come on. Gotta see Navia. I mean, what do they even want from us? Like, I have never did this commission before. Like, I haven't done any commissions ever since we got the commission points. I mean, you are cute, but, you know, I would very much like to finish my story quest. Talk to Estelle. Is it still blocking me? If it's not, then we can move on. Damn it. Okay, looks like we gotta finish it. Estelle, I'm not in the mood, Estelle. Like, where is she? Is she down? Oh, it's the blacksmith. You described Lirv's experiences and desire to something. So, what is my mission in this commission? Oh, that rhymed. Talk to Karen. Who is Karen? Okay, it's close by. Maybe it's the alchemy guy? Ugh. I didn't miss doing any commissions. Just let us go. Let us finish the... Beep. Let us finish the Furina story quest. Such unlucky. Like, this commission for today? Really? Oh. Oops. You've never seen this quest? I think this is the third time or the fourth time I'm getting this one. The form's here. Take it and leave me alone. Is it done? Is it done? Is it done? Please be done. Yes. Oh, hey. Would you look at that? It gave me a commission. Okay, you are forgiven. Let's go. Find a new Villette. Where is he? New Villette.
Hey,
What
look
you
at
doing?
that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
She knows him well.
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I'm always so
I would
happy
like
to
to
see
book
him.
the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
You share the story of the little
I
oceanid with the
understand.
new Villette.
The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom, but I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Oh, thank you.
Villette.
He's always so understanding and
You are
thoughtful.
very welcome.
My day was great. How about yours? It was a little busy, but now I'm relaxing. Take big bite, but not big speech, Furina. Exactly. She's talking a little bit too big. And you know what happens to people who talk big? They end up doing the thing that they said they never would. You know? So since I know that she will be singing, I think she will go on to that stage. But how is the big question here? Let's see. Hello, we're back.
Good news, everyone! It's done! The Opera Epiclese is booked. They Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together.
I call it a pep talk.
And make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse. Vilmant and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far.
This is so
I
wholesome.
never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fighting
Paimon.
everyone else.
Shoo shoo. I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Aww. Furina is the director. It's cute. Furina telling Paimon to shoo shoo.
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life
Looks
from us.
amazing
She's
on
a fraud,
stage.
and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
I like how they wrote under the name Cleo's lover, played by Pauleau.
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Village Chief, played by
Leave
Vilmant.
this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
If only
What
what?
should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Why? Why does
Oh,
it have to be
gosh.
now?
Is her illness flaring up? Just before she...
Hey,
oh no.
What's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
No.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
Oh my gosh, she was becoming
What?
immune to them.
I thought they'd cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You...
This is not the time.
This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Oh, so this is how.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
This is gonna be so good.
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets, myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting
She's gonna nail
skills,
it.
but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart.
Just
Despite
like
all the
yours.
pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director Aurelie in your hands.
You can do it, Furina. I know you can. Oh, here she comes. She's gonna slay it. We all know.
Is she here yet? Let's see, get here! She's not coming! You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? Nos dansons courants fait danser nos vies, et la cité est nourrie, ainsi que toi, mon doux
So beautiful.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Tears are coming again. I got goosebumps. This is so good. Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not crying. You are. That was so beautiful. Oh, okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You really deserved that vision. That was so good. So beautiful.
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
Yep, she was.
She hasn't been seen for a while now. And she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The little Oceanid, Cleo.
She's the best.
Played by Aurelie Vilmant.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I hope they will get it.
Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Are you kidding? They all recognize
It's too
you.
bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally! we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
They caught her so off guard.
Seriously, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, at most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
But it wouldn't be the same.
Chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack. Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that.
That looks really good on you.
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Oh, I really, really love the story quest. Now, I mean, how she got her vision is so touching. Where is Dolphy, by the way? Are they... Yep. Probably out. I should have just teleported. Oh, definitely. Okay, this calls for a... they're in the rehearsal... What do you call it? Rehearsal home? No, that sounds funny. Ooh. You need to go? Well, it's getting late. Oh my god, okay, you definitely gotta go and get some rest. Thank you so much for joining today. Hope you feel better tomorrow. Get some sleep. And take care until tomorrow, by the way. I'll see you, hopefully, again. Oh my god, I'm out of stamina. Come on, come on. Be a little quick. We have to let Dolphy know.
You're back.
She's
doing okay.
Better.
Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
What is her condition? They never
How did the
mentioned
performance
it.
go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, come on.
That's
Tell
wonderful.
her already.
I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
Oh, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
I hope this won't be their last performance. I mean, after that, they should find a
Blaming your
sponsor.
bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the
I
energy
like
to
how they-
argue with you right now.
Oh, I like how they keep bickering.
You two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
It's cute.
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire.
Exactly.
You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
No.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk
It's a bittersweet ending, though.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order.
Oh, stop it already.
I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined.
So she actually enjoyed it.
Maybe Nervilette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
There's no need to draw lines in the sense. Just do whatever feels right to you.
There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director Aurelie as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time I will invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal.
Comparing to the, beginning of the quest, her mood and her whole aura seems to be lifted, and it makes me really happy to
If a
see.
vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
That was really good. Talk to her after you finish the story.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
I'm incredibly happy for her, and I'm giving the story quest 10 out of 10. It was just incredible, amazing, emotional, touching, and we got to see Furina's inner, let me say, like her sorrow and her upbringing again. by coming on to stage one more time, and now she truly found her, life purpose, after going through such a traumatizing and, soul, how do you say, like, soul wounding events. Really happy with the ending and how it all, how it all came out. That was like 1,000 out of 10. You are correct. That was really good. And with that, I think it's a really good time to call it a day. Thank you all so much for joining today and, accompanying me in this amazing story quest. You sound like you're about to cry because I did cry at the end of the story quest while Furina sang. So that's why I kind of feel like no, I kind of sound like I'm about to cry because I already did. Anyways, see you all next time. Take care. Have a good night, good sleep, or have a good day if you are still in the middle of your day. There's also a stream tomorrow too, so feel free to drop in Discord and you will get notified when I'm live again. Thank you so much for joining once again. Take care until next time. Bye.